Twitch streamer Kingsman was kicked out of a Marvel Rivals tournament worth $40,000.
She was talking to him, she was degrading him, calling him a loser. But now whenever they face accountability, now they're the victim. Nope.
This Marvel Rivals tournament controversy is honestly one of the wildest gaming blowups we've seen in a long time. Because once you really dig into it, this isn't just about bad teamwork or streamer drama. This story involves a college student who genuinely needed prize money to help pay for school, getting bullied, ridiculed, and ultimately removed from a major tournament, all because he actually wanted to compete. And the creators responsible? They somehow managed to destroy their own reputations in under 3 days, right in front of the entire gaming community, who very loudly enjoyed watching it happen. So let's break down exactly how this situation spiraled so badly. This all started with the Marvel Rivals Creator Cup, a tournament featuring 48 content creators competing for a prize pool of $40,000. That money was split among the winning team, which means while it's not life-changing cash for big-name streamers, it's still very real money, especially for anyone who isn't already financially secure. That's where a player named Kingsman enters the picture. Kingsman isn't just some random participant, he's a genuinely elite player, someone who reached rank 1 on PC while using a controller, which is already impressive on its own. From the beginning, he was clear about one thing: he wanted to take this tournament seriously. Why? Because he's a college student dealing with tuition costs, and winning his share of the prize money could actually help cover part of his education. That's not unreasonable. If you enter a competitive event with tens of thousands of dollars on the line, it's pretty logical to, try to win. And that's where everything went off the rails. Kingsman was placed on a team captained by CeCe, alongside a player named Zazak and a few others. During practice scrims, a serious issue became obvious almost immediately. Zazak insisted on playing Black Widow only. For anyone unfamiliar with Marvel Rivals, Black Widow is widely considered one of the weakest characters in the game. She requires near-perfect aim just to be mediocre, and even then, most players would be far more effective using almost anyone else. Now imagine this scenario. Kingsman is in these scrims, dropping numbers like 18 eliminations with only 2 deaths. He's clearly carrying. Meanwhile, Black Widow is sitting at 0 eliminations and 5 deaths in a competitive environment with $40,000 on the line. And here's the kicker: Zazak was playing on 200 ping. So you've got a sniper-style character that demands precision, being played with heavy lag that makes accurate gameplay nearly impossible. It was a disaster. So Kingsman did what most reasonable teammates would do. He suggested switching characters. He explained that Black Widow would constantly get dove and shut down by coordinated teams. He even offered to swap roles himself and play support to help the team adjust their composition. In other words, he tried to adapt. He tried to help. He tried to win. And how did his teammates respond? They told him to shut up. CeCe and others began mocking him, accusing him of being toxic, claiming he was killing the vibe, and framing him as the problem simply because he cared about winning a tournament they willingly signed up for. Let's pause on that. This was a $40,000 competition, and the guy asking the team to play smarter was treated like a villain. But things didn't stop at verbal dismissals. Behind the scenes, CeCe went to the tournament organizer and reported Kingsman for being disrespectful and toxic. The reason? He repeatedly asked Zazak to consider switching characters. That was it. That was the offense. At the same time, CeCe was making comments online and in Discord that painted a much uglier picture. She mocked Kingsman for lacking social skills, claimed he had spent his entire life playing video games despite the fact that she herself streams games professionally. She called him a loser multiple times, and when someone questioned why the team would remove their strongest player, CeCe publicly bragged about having better players and better vibes now. But arguably the most disturbing moment came from another teammate who openly mocked Kingsman for needing the prize money to pay for college. Financially comfortable streamers laughing at a student struggling with tuition. That clip alone shifted public opinion almost instantly. And then things escalated even further. Zazak's boyfriend, Kaplunk, decided to step in by creating a long Google document intended to expose Kingsman's supposed toxic behavior. The document was filled with cherry-picked clips and one-sided explanations. But instead of helping their case, it completely backfired. The internet tore it apart. Caplunk was mocked so intensely that he locked his accounts and disappeared from public view. Eventually, he issued an apology, admitting he had crossed a line, selectively used clips to influence the organizers, and never should have gotten involved in the first place. By then, though, the damage was already done. Kingsman was officially removed from the tournament. The rank 1 player, the top performer in scrims, the guy doing the most work, gone because he took the competition seriously. And how did the team perform without him? With their better players and better vibes, they finished with 1 win and 8 losses, nearly dead last in the entire event. What's worse, Kingsman had predicted exactly how this would happen. He warned that competitive teams would run triple support comps. He explained that Black Widow would get instantly shut down. Every single thing he said came true. Meanwhile, CeCe released multiple statements and an apology video. She claimed she was having a panic attack when she insulted Kingsman. She blamed poor social skills. She tried to shift responsibility onto the tournament organizer, despite approving the decision herself. Community notes quickly appeared calling out inconsistencies, including evidence that the bullying continued even after the initial incident. When CeCe suggested the backlash was driven by misogyny and racism, community notes revealed she had locked replies after receiving just 2 comments, neither of which were hateful. In Caplunk's apology, he admitted he went behind Zazak's back and took responsibility for getting Kingsman removed, directly contradicting CeCe's version of events. The stories didn't line up. The apologies felt strategic, not sincere. But here's where the story takes a turn. The gaming community rallied around Kingsman in a huge way. His stream exploded overnight. During one live session, he received over $3,000 in donations and subscriptions within minutes. People explicitly said they wanted to help cover his college costs. He also uploaded a video explaining the situation that pulled close to 1 million views, creating another major source of income. Meanwhile, CeCe's apology video went viral for all the wrong reasons, flooded with criticism, terrible engagement ratios, and non-stop backlash. Even mainstream sports accounts jumped in. The official Atlanta Hawks TikTok posted about the drama, pushing the situation far beyond the Marvel Rivals community. At this point, the controversy became about something bigger: toxic behavior and competitive gaming culture. Creators who treat tournaments like content farms, who prioritize vibes over effort, who expect praise without accountability, and when someone dares to care about winning, they're labeled toxic and pushed out. In this case, karma did its job. Toxic behavior was exposed, entitlement had consequences, and the person who simply wanted to compete honestly was supported by the community. So what do you think? Was Kingsman right for taking the tournament seriously? Or should he have just accepted the vibes? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.